Did you know that every minute we dump the equivalent of one garbage truck worth of plastic into the oceans and seas? I'll say that again. Every minute. And over the next 60 seconds or so, you and I are going to do something about it. Lest another garbage truck gets dumped in. A 2016 study published by the World Economic Forum showed that, get ready for some big numbers here, 32% of the 78 million tons of plastic packaging produced every single year just gets dumped into the sea. Into the sea. Is your blood boiling yet? It might be the microplastics. Also, if we were to keep at it, we would reach 2 garbage trucks every minute by 2030 and 4 garbage trucks by 2050. To remind you, that's 4 garbage trucks worth of plastic every single minute. So, it kind of makes sense that the 2024 World Earth Day campaign is titled Planet versus Plastics. Now, if you're very clever and the maths is mathsing for you. Now, if you're very clever and the maths is mathsing for you, you might be thinking, hey, what about the remaining 68% of plastic packaging? What happens to that? Well, despite all of the campaigns and initiatives we have around recycling, only 14% of plastic packaging is actually collected for recycling. 10% of that actually gets recycled, 4% is lost in the process. And of the plastic not recycled, 40% is landfilled, and 14% is incinerated or used for energy production.
But here in Malta, we recycle.
I see you typing angrily in the comment section. Stay tuned for the episode where I explain why plastic recycling is in fact a lie. So what now? 54 years since the very first Earth Day and 15 years since the UN formally adopted it as one of its UN days. What do? This year the goal is to call for the end of all plastics for human and planetary health, aiming at the very least for a 60% reduction in all plastic by 2040. This is going to be done through awareness initiatives on the effects of plastic on human, animal and biodiversity health, single-use plastic phase-outs, and a call for the end of fast fashion. This will be another episode, don't you worry, Sheena and Temu have a lot to answer for. But wait, what can you, the viewer, do? I'm so glad you asked. I have 3 tips for you. Firstly, and most urgently, literally tomorrow if you're watching this on Earth Day, sign the Global Plastics Treaty up in the link in bio. This is one of the largest treaties being petitioned by countries across the world to call for the end of plastic. Secondly, reject fast fashion. And finally, join a cleanup initiative in Malta or Gozo. There are cleanups all the time. I beg of you, just look up one. You can skip brunch for one day. And when in doubt, remember the 5 R's of sustainability. Refuse, reduce, reuse, repair, and recycle. Yes, recycling is the least effective. Don't forget to share, follow for more, and have a happy Earth Day. Also, tax the rich.